Hello everybody, my name is Master Juniper Blue Mystique. I am an Ascension Master, a Master Healer of all modalities, and a Divine Guide. And I'm being called today to be here to be a pure channel and bring through any guided meditation that we may need for the Ascension or for our healing at this time, both really. I never know in totality what's going to come through these until we are done. I allow Spirit to guide my way the whole way. I am a pure open channel, so these are not pre-created. They are not fully known. I just allow Spirit to guide the way. So all you must do is, if you found this video, you were called to be here. If you choose to receive, just put your feet on the floor, not crossed, sitting in a comfortable space with minimal interruptions, and placing your palms facing up in receiving mode, and set the intention to receive. And just follow along with my voice the whole way. If your mind gets cloudy and too busy, I just want you to track your focus through your body. So take your focus to your head, and you'll just draw your focus down your body and to the ground. And you will just repeatedly do that if you need to, setting the intention to continually receive what it is that I am bringing through for you. Everything I do is very layered. It is healings that keep on giving. They do not stop giving. So understand that the way it will process is unique to you. All healings that I do are collective, but also individual. Okay? So they are truly unique to you, no matter who you are and no matter what comes through. Okay? Thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy. I do burp when I do healings and connect and release, so just be aware of that. It's a good thing, even if it's yucky. I can't help it. On this channel, you will also find upgraded Reiki, what you call Reiki, and I call energy light healing. I was also doing some Qigong and things, but that wasn't quite sparking people's interest for need yet. So right now, it's just going to be guided meditations and energy light healing, or what you call Reiki, with new downloaded, upgraded symbols and connections and healing light for the new earth. Okay? So I call on the creator of all that is and all the angels too to be with us here today. I'm being called to hold the sunstone and some pyrite. So these are going to be in my hands right now. Sunstone in my left and pyrite in my right. And I'm calling them into the energy with us today. I call forth the creator of all that is and any angels that wish to come forth for myself and for all of those who will join me now or in the future, as these truly are timeless and they keep on giving. You can do them multiple times over to reach new layers of healing. I'm calling forth the energies of the north, the east, the south, and the west. The north with the element of earth. The east with the element of wind. The south with the element of fire. And the west with the element of water. And then all of the elements combined and aligned from the west back to the north. And the highest divine love, light, and connection support. New earth blueprint and new earth grid applied. I'm anchoring this energy into this space and time. I'm also calling in all of the planets, energy of the planets and the planets' alignment at this time. There is some significance there, they are saying, to be with us in this time and space. Saint Germain is coming in with the Akashic Records, as most of what I do is recorded in everybody's Akashic Records. Especially the earth healing is always recorded in the Akashic Records as well. When I activate pyramids and so on, it's all there. I'm calling in the energy of the sun and the moon. And all of the energies of those who are going to join me now and in the future to be anchored into this space, highest light in and highest light only, surrounding us in every way. So we're going to begin to clear your auric field so that we cut off debris that doesn't belong. Any energetic cords that don't belong, that won't align, connections are being removed from all of us at this time. So Malachi and Metatron, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Haniel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Azrael, Archangel Raziel are all stepping forward. I don't know if I said Gabriel, Archangel Ariel, excuse me. And many other beings of light. The cherubim angels are also stepping in for protection and other healing purposes. I'm calling forth all the trees. I'm being told to call forth all the trees, the beautiful trees and all their leaves, even those that have fallen for the season. The energy of their newness, their new leaves are coming in. Their rebirth of the season that will soon begin. All elements are being heightened for this healing today. Calling in the energy of the northern star, and as I said, the moon and the sun in every powerful way, and my energy and that of my DM as well, as we are internally fully aligned. I'm also beginning to undo the energy of time, the false concept of time, the illusion of time that causes confusion and lowers our vibration. So we are calling all of our energy, all of our presence, from the soul to the physical levels, into this moment with me now, whenever you find this. It is if it is brand new and being done live for you. The presence of God is also here, and I'm just stating that because it's quite profound. All of the energy of the pyramids that I've activated are also surrounding us in the highest vibration, except to cause any uncomfort. So if you're not quite open to those energies, they will just help comfort you. They're going to help support this healing in every way, and that is individual for you. I'm removing those energies that don't belong, that are only here for the intentions that are not full unconditional love, that are not ready to rise above. We remove those at this time. I'm calling in the energy of the crystalline grid. So as we are at this point in time, I'm asking you to close your eyes if you haven't already. And begin feeling into your body. Begin taking your presence from the top of your head. And I'm going to begin bringing down the sun and the moonlight from the heavens above with the energy of the northern star to help support, balance, and combine. Bringing those down through your upper chakras while you keep your focus at the top of your head with your eyes closed for a moment. You can feel your hair. You can feel the energy above your head. But work on having less thoughts. If you have some, that's okay. Ignore them. Tune in to the energy at the top of your head. How does it feel? How does your hair feel? How does your entire head feel? What is the temperature above your head? And just breathe intently into your body, relaxing with every breath, more and more and more. The energy of the crystalline grid is beginning to rise from the earth below and into your earth star chakras. And it will begin to trickle out into the energy and the frequencies all around you. Like bubbles of healing energy light. So gentle and rising to cleanse your energy ever so sweetly and intently. With every bubble that rises from the earth, it's the crystalline grid healing frequency. You may feel it, you may see it. It is filled with omnipresence, the energy of omnipresence. So there's all colors, but of the most beautiful, opaque, and transparent kind. Just so soft and yet vibrant. And that presence of the crystalline grid is helping to cleanse our auric field. We also have Lyrans and Andromedans and Pleiadians alike stepping in. Members of the Galactic Council are also stepping forward. Those who join this today are going to help not only raise your vibration and bring through healing that will come through, but also will help raise the vibration of the earth and carry more light through to help all of mankind. I am being handed a scroll. I don't know what it's for, but I don't want to ignore that because I wouldn't do it justice to be a pure channel. I must speak of what I see to the totality of what it is, without judgments and expectations and speculations, only observations. So I am being handed a scroll, and this scroll has a beautiful ribbon on it, like a string that's tied in a bow. And I'm just being asked to hold it for a moment. And I'm bringing down the light of the moon and the sun, the moon coming down the left side of your energy field, and the sun coming down the right. And the northern star is here to help balance out, inside and out of the energetic field of you. As I bring down the powerful moon and the sun frequencies and energies of Christ, of God. With it, I'm also bringing down beautiful frequencies of the rays. Whatever rays wish to come in and support you. It could be different for everybody. Some may have a green ray, some may have a blue or a yellow or a white. It just depends on you. Mine is ruby, but that doesn't mean yours will be too. You can ask to see or tune in if you choose to. And this ray with the moon and the sun are coming down our upper chakra systems. From the 33rd, down and through the 31st, down and through the 29th, through the 28th and into the 27th. Cleansing out our upper chakra systems. If yours are not open and active, they're going to open up more today and cleanse what does not belong. Coming down into the 25th, 23rd, and it's not skipping any. They just are amplifying the odd numbers for some reason. Down into the 21st. So it went through the 22nd. And I'm burping to release whatever it's already clearing. In the 21st, it's heightened. Frequencies of change. These are powerful, energetic frequencies coming in at this time. And they matter greatly. They are very powerful, very purposeful. And not only are they here for us, they're changing the earth that you find your feet upon. And you can see that. And some of these changes are a bit jarring, might be shocking, and they will intensify as we go. And that's okay. It's allowing the changes that will come to unfold without taking us off of a foundation that will be born and will take hold. We want all false foundations to crumble and only foundations of light and love to remain and to grow and to be created. So within the 21st chakra, we're bringing in the acceptance frequency of change. So heightened through the rays and the moon and the sun. Balancing and opening the chakra and connecting to your higher self here. and the universal flow. Going down into the 20th chakra and the 19th. And I'm not skipping any chakras, I just am heightening in the odd ones. Going down through and into the 17th chakra. Opening up the options for soul growth. Lessening the frequency of destruction. Lessening the frequency of grief. And lessening the frequency of wrath. Destruction can bring great change. Sometimes we have to allow things to fall that do not belong, and that can be difficult for some. We like to hold on to things that we're afraid to lose, but we need to let them go. Going down and into and through the 15th chakra. And then into the 13th. God acceptance portal. So in the 13th chakra, it is a God acceptance activation. To accept the true God, the truth of God, the truth of the world around you as the false world crumbles. To accept truth within you without blame, without shame, without discomfort, but heightening the frequency of unconditional love within the 13th chakra. Removing justifications from the 13th chakra. I'm hearing that we need to take a deep breath here. And remember, our focus has still been at the top of our head. But I want you to take a deep breath in, feeling the earth energy rise through your body, all the way up with your breath, and then releasing all the way back down to the earth on the exhale. Just see and feel energy with your breath, rising from the earth through your feet and through your body and up on the inhale, and releasing any energy and tension and all of that rose down and through your body and into the earth on the exhale. So let's do that 3 times here. And through your nose, rising all the way through your body and hold. And releasing. Allowing all energy to drop through your system, and pay attention to any tension you feel on the way down. And just visualize it cleansing into the earth beneath you. We're going to do that again. Deep breath in through your nose all the way up. Out through your mouth and release all the way down. Relaxing your body and your mind all the way down as you go. We're going to do it one more time. Nice deep inhale from the earth up. Hold. And release. Bringing the lights down further from the 13th chakra through the 12th and into the 11th. Allowing your soul path to be illuminated, highlighted, to glow, to show. Asking to follow the lighted path home. Allowing you to connect to your soul star, your soul path, the light of the one. The frequencies of change, rays coming in here that are unique to you, whatever ray you need. And it might change from your original one. Mine just did. Soul path awakening and highlighting. Clearing out debris and energies that don't belong. So of others, stress and tension that cause wreak havoc on the body. This is highlighting through the 13th chakra still and into the 11th. Illuminating and releasing the lower frequencies of self. So where we might not love ourselves unconditionally will be highlighted for removal. Archangel Chamuel is stepping forward here on the 11th and 13th chakra combined to bring in the most beautiful energy of pink rays and green rays to help us access the higher heart chakra and fill it with unconditional love, as well as releasing what is not unconditional love. Puyawa kontoloa etereo ta amboloa konta watala antarae oloa ekolo tontoa palakantarae oloa ambotoa kabaatayo tolo watarai kampalai tudo. And that is the language of God, bringing in very high frequency activations for the higher heart chakra and to expand into more unconditional love. And we are connecting that in the beginning stages now into your heart chakra and your main chakra center. Taking all this light down now from the 11th into the 9th chakra, through the 8th as well. Through the 10th into the 9th chakra. Taking your focus again to the top of your head, where your crown chakra is located, as I drop all of these frequencies down into the 7th chakra. Bringing in also with Saint Germain and myself, the violet flame. Into the 7th chakra specifically, it is calling for a violet flame clearing before I bring down the moon and the sun. I do burp when I release, but that is a good thing, I promise. Transparency required. So we are clearing some cloudy haze from the crown chakra, doubt and fear, and remnants of resistance, with that of the violet flame. So the violet flame is being rotated through your crown chakra very beautifully, and gently and powerfully at the same time, burning away what keeps you from opening to the connection of the knowing of all things. Eliminating here further the false concept of time. Saint Germain using further the violet flame, and Archangel Chamuel now bringing in the beautiful pink rays and green rays of love activations into the crown chakra, as I now bring down the moon and the sun with a balancing of the great northern star into the crown chakra. So keep your focus there at the top of your head and allow the bubbles of the crystalline grid to rise up through your Earth Star chakra and cleanse your auric field, helping to release all of these energies that I am drawing out of you, helping to raise the frequency of your vibration. And and I feel some yucky energy moving through the bodies of all of us, through the shoulders and the back side, through the solar plexus on the front side, energies that don't belong. I feel yucky all of a sudden. I can feel this transitioning and transmuting and moving already. So where you need to, take a deep breath in from the earth and allow all that energy to push down through your body and into the earth. Seeing the bubbles of light from the crystalline grid rise up and around you like little tinkles and tickles of light bubbles, cleansing your auric field and your vibrational patterning. We are very layered, even in our auric field. So it is reaching all of the layers to draw out the muck. Notice your crown chakra again as I open this chakra more and more, removing debris, awakening the beautiful flower of this chakra, and bringing in beautiful water to cleanse the petals of your flower in your crown chakra. So beautiful. Like a lotus flower on the water, being bathed in the sun and the moonlight. Your crown chakra opening and awakening and removing all debris from each petal of that beautiful flower in your crown chakra. So beautiful light activations coming in there, just glimmering and glistening of the most beautiful light frequency. Allowing the energy of the crystalline grid to also rise through and cleanse out your auric field where it connects to your crown chakra, so that they are equally being cleansed at the same time. We are starting to draw down this energy and light from the crown into your third eye, just beyond your forehead. It's actually like in the center of the brain, kind of located underneath, but also connected throughout the entirety of your brain. Bringing down the moon into the left side and the sun into the right to help clear the path of the knowing and the activation of the Eye of Horus and the Eye of Ra, to help bring in further awareness of who you truly are. So where you are, some are still in the matrix and the energy is reversed, it is now flipping for you out of the matrix into truth. The masculine on the left and the feminine on the right. A process of healing and alignment and true balanced flow of the masculine and feminine. Decalcifying the pineal gland. Lyrans coming in here, and some of you have Andromedans coming forward and using the most beautiful crystalline blue frequency light to cleanse and decalcify the pineal gland. There is some fluoride also being detoxed here for somebody, and fear. Trauma release from the pineal gland as well. And a little bit of the violet flame now coming into the pineal gland as well. further cleansing and releasing the energy of resistance and the denseness of things outside of truth, the veil of illusion being transmuted from the pineal gland. And being further released. Now there is great resistance already rising between the pineal gland to the throat. So take your focus down from your pineal gland, from the center of your forehead, and begin drawing it down our face and our head to the dense energies just above the throat. As I begin using the violet flame to draw those out and transmute those. And the bubbles from the crystalline grid are rising up from the earth through your Earth Star chakra and cleansing your auric field that connects to your throat chakra. External interference as well as full releasing of the energy. Being removed and cleared for the path. Transmuted, released, and healed. Archangel Chamuel now stepping forward with the beautiful pink rays and green rays of love, connecting your throat to the higher heart chakra opening and activation, and allowing more healing through the vibration of unconditional love to occur and process through the throat chakra. Some of your throat chakras need to be expanded, awakened, and upgraded, also cleared. So remember, this is very individual as well as collective. Those of us that have an expanded one and one that is ready are getting some light body activations into the throat chakra. The energy of the Great Northern Star is now coming down first, down into the throat chakra. So you can continue tracking from the top of your head, seeing this beautiful light come down and into the throat chakra. And keeping your presence at that of your neck and a little into your chest and a little up towards your mouth. Clearing the dense energies of judgments. Releasing the energies of negativity from others. Releasing lies from self or others. Justifications. And opening the path of clearing karmic connections. Healing them as they rise in your reality. These are connections of truth, where we accept untruths from the world or those around us. Those lessons will rise around you. Only accept truth and love in all you do, no matter what. That is the testaments. The challenges. Transparency required. So we are removing here, as I bring down now the moon and the sun into the throat, along with the violet flame again heightening. We are removing what blocks you from seeing the totality of transparent truth. All of truths, accepting truths, not being afraid of your truths. We are releasing more dense energy from the throat chakra. Releasing the energy of wrath and justifications. As I bring down more moon and sunlight together. Clearing out intently others' accusations and judgments and negative energies towards you. Any negative words anybody has spoke towards you being removed and cleared from your throat and through the crystalline grid bubbles of light coming up in your auric field as well that connects to your throat. Frequencies of forgiveness and acceptance being applied. Saint Germain heightening the Akashic records here for karmic patterning and blueprint lessons to rise. I'm also seeing the trees in the throat here, so I will help ground the energy of the throat. Opening up the flower of the throat and cleansing the petals with beautiful water and light, whatever ray you need, and water, cleansing the debris off the petals of the throat. So within the throat, I am seeing the image of Kilimanjaro and beautiful light frequencies rising from the bottom of it, the main mountain, the larger one of the three, to the top right above it where the northern star is. The energy of the northern star just went through it's connected to the throat. Somehow, for this healing, the northern star energy is located just above Kilimanjaro, which I activated those pyramids a while ago. They are the masculine part of pyramids. They were also connected to clearing Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta was not of light, and it was part of the veils of illusion. So within the throat chakra, it's a transference from the matrix to the light of truth. The powerful changes of truth and removing the veils of illusion. Allowing you to see more clearly truth inside and outside of you. The world is a reflection of an internal and external source. We are all the universe inside. So everything on the external resides also on the inside. So it is clearing the path of internal to external truth, removing the veil of illusions connected to you at this time, through your throat. Bring powerful energy of change, removing fear and doubt and more judgment. Clearing again any other negativity spoken towards myself or you. Or that you may have spoken in haste and energies of grief or sorrow or anger. Shamuel, heightening the pink and green rays in the throat chakra. Heightening more the moon and the sun into the throat chakra. As I draw it down towards the bottom of the throat chakra and the top of the heart chakra. There is a disconnected energy between the truth and the heart, the throat and the heart. I am repairing that at this time. And remember to keep dropping your focus from the top of your head, seeing the lights come down through your head, through your throat now, and into the top of your heart chakra. The violet flame being brought in now to help transmute any energies between the throat and the heart. So some of us have higher frequency chakras activated. And as twin flames, I need to say this, we have more chakras. We have access to higher chakras. We have access to higher frequencies and connections of the soul. We should be, for those rising and healing. Some that chose not to rise will lose those connections for this lifetime. But others, they should be heightening and activating and growing and flowing and rising into a 10 internal chakra system at least. So there is a certain group of twin flames that I am severing the connection on because they chose not to rise. It's just a few, but not you, not most of you. That is a choice and free will. The Merkaba is also becoming dormant for those people who have just chose. And this person had a purpose that was quite grand and made the choice, and that's okay. For the rest of you, the energy into the Merkaba is flowing in at this time. So it's bringing light through the throat and towards the Merkaba and the heart. And it's releasing and cutting ties to those energies that will not rise. And making way for new healing and new alignment and new purpose to rise. Those who want to unite internally, those who want to love and grow as a soul and rise into a new earth, opening that path. Saint Germain heightening the violet flame and the Akashic records too, from the throat into the heart space. So with the Akashic records, they are helping you to draw out karmic patternings and lessons that need to be learned in order to rise. So no matter what rises in your reality, because lessons will now rise that are tied to these karmic layers, choose love and actions of soul path. And that clears and heals the karma. Drawing more light now from the throat and towards the heart space. Trickling down the moon and the sun very gently and methodically. All the way from above, coming down through the throat and into the heart space. Detaching completely one specific couple from that of a twin flame. And it is somebody who left God's light. But it's not you guys. But they do need to be removed from my energy and my light, and that's okay. Not everybody will choose to rise, and that is their will. And I remember recently I said to them, they won't be twin flames, and that is being shown. It's actually being undone through their Akashic records. So this is a personal sector that is outside of those of you that are here with me at this time, receiving this healing. So we are able to bring down more light now into the heart space, more and more. as we are detaching those that don't belong connected to that at the same time. This was a specific individual that rose and then chose to go the other way. And that, again, is their free will. For the rest of you, we are detaching from that energy because we are all connected. We are all connected, and we all deserve to feel light and become lighter as we rise. Even if that means we have to let others choose not to rise. Shamuel helping with pink and green rays to deepen the connection into the heart space. As I bring in more moon and sunlight. Releasing that energy and light of the one that does not belong anymore from our energetic base. If they choose not to go, we can't stay connected to duality. So we just clear that. We have to clear it. And that's okay. It makes way for more love. Because that's what we want to house. More love, more frequency of gratitude and joy and balanced creation of light. So there are cords of connection also being removed from that of the masculine and feminine that don't belong, don't align anymore. And it's cleansing the Merkaba and activating it for those that need that at this time. Bringing in balance and clarity and connecting you to the divine masculine, the new one, through the moon on the top half of the Merkaba, and the feminine through the sun and the earth on the bottom half of the Merkaba. I get the image of the yin and the yang, the moon up in the sky and the sun in the core of the earth, aligned equally and balanced. The moon housing all of the stars and the lights from the heavens and the skies above, housing all of the galaxy to help balance and caress the earth's core of the sun, filled with life and love, harmony and balance of the masculine and feminine through your heart space, now being brought forth. The yin and the yang of the moon on the top, with the sky and the stars and the universe, and the sun on the bottom, with the core of the earth is that of the sun, and all of life of the universe housed and protected and balanced and supported and loved. Clearing out any energies that don't belong through the path home of individuals that choose not to rise, that choose karmic patterning rather than self-growth. We just can't hold those anymore, and that's okay. That is okay. Releasing expectations of what that is. Releasing dense energies of fears and judgments, especially from those of others towards you, and you picking those up and anchoring them in too. The heart chakra is beautifully beginning to clear as now the flower of the heart rises forward and opens up. And we are going to remove debris from the petals. I see lots of debris in the petals of the chakra of the heart, of the flower of the heart. So we are using water and the green rays and that of the moon and the sun to help cleanse and remove debris from the heart chakra of the past, of the present, and all that's been done. Grief, fear, and sorrow alike. false timelines of existence. Further removing connections of those that chose not to rise. Because we are all connected. So if they were connected to me, they're connected to you. So they have to be removed and set free. And they will fall where they may. Like cords of energy that don't belong and don't align. We can't be duality anymore. No. Only those of light will rise. Accepting more light into the heart space. Bringing in powerful rays of the moon and the sun into the heart space. Bringing the light down further now towards the bottom of the heart chakra, towards the solar plexus area. Excuse me, more releasing. Saint Germain is heightening the violet flame in this area, so I will bring it in powerfully, ×2. The violet flame from the heart space through the Merkaba and into the solar plexus. It begins to roll and flow and grow. As the petals of the flowers of our chakras will remain clearing out as we go. The Akashic records are being heightened here to bring forth any karma of lessened patternings that need to play out in your energy for you to learn and choose correctly to clear them. Pay attention, as everything is a choice, and a choice of action must occur. Choose through love and power and sovereignty only. Removing the matrix veil of illusion from this space. Bringing in more moonlight and more sunlight, and again heightening that of the violet flame towards the solar plexus. So you can take your focus, seeing the light come down from the head all the way down your body, through the heart space and into the stomach area. And there is a barrier there at this time that we are working through. Releasing the energies of judgment. Releasing words of negativity that were thrown towards me or you. I'm also seeing the energy of gold, along with the rays of the sun coming into the solar plexus heightened. For the right side of the solar plexus needs clearing, I'm hearing, with rays of gold, and that of the sun, and that of the violet flame. We are also removing cords of connection here from a pair of twin flames that can no longer remain. These are not you. This is somebody that rose through all of the Christ work and chose not to stay in the end. So all of us will lighten that energy. No shadow can remain. Recalibration occurring in the solar plexus now. And I'm going to take the violet flame and I'm going to go deep into the bottom of the solar plexus chakra on the right side, and I'm going to sweep it from the right to the left of the solar chakra on the bottom of it towards the belly button area, but not quite the belly button, just above that. Bubbles from the crystalline grid are rising up now to help cleanse the auric field of the connections of the throat, the heart, and the solar plexus. As I draw these energies out with the violet flame, I'm going to have the violet flame grow bigger and bigger, reaching all the way up to the throat. To release and transmute more energies that don't belong. Words of judgments and negativity, comparisons, greed, money matrix. Expectations, anger, jealousy, lots of jealousy. This is layered. This jealousy is layered, and it's affecting the feminine side of all of mankind. It's also dimming the light of the sun. The Akashic Records is shifting and clearing and undoing and removing what was done outside of the light of the One, and making way for new paths to open up, for new people to rise and choose the path of growth, love, and the chosen path to help others rise above. Bringing in now the moon energy as well to the left side of the solar plexus, and the great northern star energy right down the center to help balance it all. And I'm going to again sweep the violet flame through the solar plexus. Archangel Chamuel is also bringing in pink and green rays to help balance and cleanse and remove what is not love. And the crystalline grid is rising up beautifully in bubbles of light to help clear out our auric field, what is being removed and connected through the solar plexus, our heart, and our throat. With the solar plexus, another clearing and balancing of the Merkaba is also occurring. Speculations rather than observations. So, the busy mind. Detaching the collective mind funk, the veil of the mind, the shadow of the mind from the solar plexus. And connecting the heart further into and integrating it more from the higher heart to your internal heart chakra to the solar plexus at this time. With the pink and green rays. And Lyran's beings of light and Andromedons too for you, coming through and helping you with rays of light specific for you. Connecting through our higher heart to our internal heart to our solar plexus and our Merkaba, and removing those that don't remain, that maybe once connected to my energy that affected mankind, that chose not to be light, not to rise. We just can't be duality anymore. Removing those cords of connection, removing the blueprint of false connections that cannot remain, and opening up to the true blueprint of new earth connection, love, and a foundation of truth and love. Balance, soul path, heart-centered connections. Taking the violet flame further into the solar plexus, but drawing it up the right side and sweeping to the left. shaft of the stomach and the solar plexus area. So it's like drawing up the violet flame in a sweeping motion and sweeping it to the left and down. It's like a circular clearing through the solar plexus of the violet flame. Getting both the feminine and the masculine side. And bringing in more moon and sunlight. And removing all negativity, judgments, and ego blueprint from the work of Christ. And from your energy. Now within the solar plexus, somebody needs a DNA connection and activation to the new moon and the new DM. There was a walk-in DM in the Return of Christ work. So we have new DNA to connect to. And somebody is ready on the left side of their solar plexus to integrate that coding of the new moon and that of the new DM genetic blueprint. And that is going from the solar plexus into your genetic coding and down into your Earth Star chakra at this time. At the same time, removing a false blueprint of time and helping to rise through the shadow healings of the moon. This healing I cannot rush. It is very intentional. It is very guided divinely by God and the angels and the guides and the gods that be, the Galactic Council, the Akashic Records. This is New Earth. This is Christ Return stuff. It's methodical. I cannot rush it. You are right where you need to be. So anything that tries to pull you out, call your power back. You are meant to be here. And we will ride this wave until it is complete. Lack. Money matrix coming out of the solar plexus deep inside. Right in the center of the masculine and feminine. So it's right in the middle. Judgment, anger, solitude. I'm hearing those words. Abandonment. Expectations. Ooh. So I am seeing a final connection of darkness. It like goes through the ear, through my right ear, and it's coming down through my throat into my heart space. It's like this dark tentacle. And it does go with the journey of the return of Christ and what happened recently and all the energies that had to be removed through free will in the end. And it's like this, I could hear it clearing my ear. It's really strange, but it's almost like this dark tentacle, and it goes through the ear, through the throat, through the heart, and into the solar plexus. And it is being dissolved and removed from the energy and returned back to which it came from, never to return again. And that is clearing further and sweeping further out of the solar plexus. So I'm going to bring in violet flame again. And the energy of the northern star, as well as Kilimanjaro and Saturn. It's justice served. You reap what you sow. You reap what you created. You reap what you sow. Either way, that is justice. That is New Earth. That is the rapture. I also see a couple of New Earth contracts burning, being removed, because we cannot bring duality into New Earth, and some people did try to. And now it's healing that connection as well as drawing out any dense energies through that line, through the ear, from the solar plexus, through the heart, through the throat, and out the ear. And replacing that yucky tentacle is beautiful frequencies of tones of light and healing energy. Shamuel filling it with the pink and the green rays of love frequency, of light healing. Beautiful frequencies of love. It looks like music notes, vibrational frequencies of love. Going in, it's like filling it in. They're like pouring it in through the ear, into the throat, the heart, and the solar plexus. Again, if you're feeling anxious energy and anything trying to remove you from this space and riding this through, that is a shadow. It is a distraction. Call your power back and remain true to this healing. I don't dictate them. I channel them from the highest light source of what is necessary for the ascension. There is nothing more important at this time. It can wait. Removing the false concept of time, the illusions of the money matrix associated with time, the time matrix of confusion, and the darkness of the moon. That has long been healed from the earth now. Since 2019 I've been doing that. So the moon is healed, so it's helping it draw it out of you. Saint Germain is using the violet flame now to also clear that connection of that dark energy that came in, that was in there. It's been removed, and now they're healing that path with the violet flame. And I know that's probably on me, but it does affect everybody. We are all connected. And what I do is very potent energy of light. So you will all be connected to that. We all are. Now I'm getting the image of digging through dirt. It's like the fall leaves on top of it, and they're moving those off, and it's unburying truths. The totality of what that means, I don't dictate, I observe. But they are showing me an unburying of truth. Somebody's DNA is also being removed from New Earth. And then I see almost what looks like a leaf blower going in through the solar plexus and blowing out debris all the way up the chakra center. All the way through the heart and the throat, and all the way out, and also through the ear. As well as the violet flame coming through and cleansing out all debris. So there was this energy towards the feminine, the sun, brought in through Christ's return of, how do I put this? Remember the unburying the truth, I'm seeing the truth. They thought they could do it better than the feminine. They thought they knew more than the feminine. They thought the feminine was the wrong choice. An illusion of grandeur brought through the shadow. And this goes back to Adam and Eve. But all of them, Sekhmet, Mary, and Eve, silencing the feminine, taking the power from the feminine, and everything thinking they're better than the feminine. It's that power, control, struggle, unburying the truth. And apparently those that rose with me would laugh behind my back, would make fun of the things that I did. and judge me in many ways. Jealousy, greed, ego, the energy of conquer, money matrix, false time being removed, the flower of the solar plexus is rising now and opening up, and there are some damaged petals in here, so I am going to replace those and allow it to grow anew with the violet flame again, burning away energies that don't belong. You reap what you sow. The shadow will reap what it sowed. We cannot be duality anymore, and that is okay. We will find new joys. They are there. Our soul path is amazing and filled with wonderment and power, and we are creators and healers on our own. We didn't even know we were accessing new heights and new things, but also what was once us that were taken. Allow your path to be of discovery and wonderment and observation, because it is outside of the limited mind. So expanding the connection of the mind to the solar plexus. 7D blueprint. Also cleansing and healing the DM and feminine connection here. From that of the darkness that had gotten into New Earth energies. They're also telling me I was reflecting. So there was multiple attempts to keep us apart, to not allow us to unite, and of jealousy and greed, and lots of things. Releasing a veil of confusion and blindness, and healing any energies that were sent that were outside of love. Also finally seeing that some people's love is not true love, it's conditional. They never healed enough to rise into unconditional love. Also grounding the solar plexus, and I'm bringing in more water to help cleanse the petals of the solar plexus and to help regrow the petals of the flower that were damaged. High vibration of abundance being activated here. And rainbow rays coming in to cleanse the flower and the solar plexus within. Some people truly thought they knew better than the feminine. That not good things. Truths are rising. And it must be healed for all of mankind, because the feminine deserves to be shown and seen and valued for everything that she is was and has done for all of you. And nobody should take that away from mankind. The sun should always be seen, and the moon shall illuminate her and highlight her for all to see and feel. Removing energy of DNA of a masculine and feminine that is no longer rising from the crystalline grid. They are downgrading from that connection. And allowing new energies of love to replace. Giving some twin souls an opportunity to rise into new heights, to new purpose. Now we are bringing in the energy of the Garden of Eden, the tree of life, and the fountain of youth. And those energies will begin rising up through the earth, through our Earth Star chakra, and to the soles of our feet for those that can receive. Into our ankles and our calves and our knees, and up into our root chakra. And it's anchoring in, it's grounding us in through the root. For those that are ready to receive that grounding. And that person can no longer see the sun anymore, or the moon. This is the great reset of mankind. So we either grow into who we are, we upgrade as a soul, and we can also go backwards as a soul. It is up to the choices you bring through in this reset and the energy of the ascension into new earth. It is free will based, and it is a rite of passage. So everything you do, you are creating your reality, either up or down, backwards. And I feel like now they're taking the pink and green rays and washing the solar plexus, like whoosh, 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 cleansing the solar plexus and calling back that light home. Going down now towards the sacral chakra. Also pouring down like a nectar of amber through the ear, the throat, the heart, and into the solar plexus for that to heal. It will continue healing. I feel like that's mine, but I know people are connected to it. Bringing down now the moon and the sun towards the solar plexus and the great northern star, as well as the Akashic records, drawing out any karmic lessons and patterning you need to rise, to witness, to choose wisely as they play out in your reality, because they will. The only way to heal them and clear them is to heal them once and for all, to learn the lessons of the karmic patterning. The violet flame is coming in here as well to come down through the solar plexus, especially on the right side, and towards the sacral. And those that are disconnected will know. They will know. The veil of illusion is being removed for all. It doesn't exist anymore. So you cannot pretend, you cannot hide, and you cannot lie on either side. And there are some that thought that they could do what they did in the return of Christ's work and rise outside of the feminine and the masculine, outside of Christ. That is an illusion of the shadow, but they are validating. They are validating that. Going down now further into the sacral. And the bubbles of the crystalline grid are rising through our energy. Opening up the sacral and calling our power back. A sweep of the violet flame through the sacral. Transmuting and releasing all of lack. Also calling back the anointing of the blood of Christ from those that may have used it in the wrong ways. To empower through the matrix, kind of a thing. We can't be duality. We cannot take the light into the matrix. We have to let go of the matrix blueprint. You cannot remain both. So there was somebody, a few people, who rose into the new earth, and they cleared their karmic contracts and got new ones, and then created the same matrix blueprint into the new earth. That's not a good thing. Those contracts are burning. They're done. That's the image I got. They're burning. They didn't turn into karmic ones. They burned. Never to be created again. But that is the reset. That is the reset. Choose love. Love is the frequency. Unconditional love. Knowing the world is a reflection of you. So this is a recalibration also of the sacral, but truth had to be unearthed, and that's what they're showing me. Shamuel is coming in with the pink and green rays into the sacral and down into the root now as well. So we're opening up the root also. And the pink and green rays are going to start to flood the entire system from the root chakra up. Nothing but beautiful rays of love and light, forgiveness, self-love, realizations and awakenings, and joy and happiness alignment again. And further repair of damage that was done. It was a really big deal and something that is very real, the work that I have done. This is truly the great reset of mankind, and we want to rise out of the shadow, not allow it to blind. So all of that pink and green rays are like swishing around to a circular motion through the chakras. And the flowers of the sacral and the root are opening up. And they are cleansing those already. As well as using the violet ray, the violet flame on those flowers of the chakra to remove all debris from the beauty and the petals of the flowers of our chakras. The beautiful essence of our life and our light and our frequency and our connection to the universe that is inside and outside of us. Saturn is coming in very loudly for the Earth at this time. Saturn is a karmic play out. It forces karmic lessons. So I'm feeling the energy of Saturn flood the Earth right now. And it's affecting the water. Water is heightened. I know there's fires present. All elements are heightened. I want you to understand that. And it does go with my predictions. I did predict the fires and more that are already playing out. But water is being heightened. I feel like that's the next element to do a purging. And whatever that means. Okay, no speculations, only observations. Because we don't know. So all those bubbles from the crystalline grid are rising. And now I'm handed that scroll again. Remember that scroll I was given in the beginning with a ribbon tied around it? I'm being told to open it. So I see myself on my throne, and I see my DM next to me on the left. And I'm opening up the scroll. This is a healing of, like a calling home of the contracts of twin flames. This was not originally supposed to be my doing. It was somebody else's. But they did not rise to the occasion. You never know your purpose. Just keep rising. So through the grid, the crystalline grid of the new earth, I am calling home the connections of all twin flames. And Malachi is stepping forward also to start clearing the path for twin flames to rise, to come together in union, and to eliminate their karmic demise by doing so. In this, I'm also rotating the moon a little bit more to face the sun. So I'm rotating the moon to face the sun. I feel like that's necessary. I feel like somehow the moon was pushed against the sun, like turned away from the sun. That's what I'm seeing. So I'm literally turning the moon to look at the sun. This was actually done in sabotage. So I'm turning the moon to look at the sun. So with God's hand, it's like calling in the turning of the moon to face the sun. And then a cord of light coming up from the earth, from the core of the earth, which is filled with the sun. It is like a mini sun. I'm drawing up that cord and anchoring it into the moon. The moon was forced away from the sun through internal sabotage. Unearthing truth. And I see the moon rotating. And I feel like I'm speaking through God's voice. And this figure 8 is forming between the sun and the moon, as the moon is turning now towards the sun again. It was literally turned away from the sun by somebody internal. See, they were cut off from the Eye of Ra about a month ago, and I didn't understand why. I don't make these things up. I couldn't if I tried. Now I see the totality of why. They were making decisions using the light into the shadow. And it's always more than you know. Energy is quite vast. So what you might see as just a little negativity turns out to be very big against the light. It's very important to only choose love. especially into the house of God. Your lens must be of unconditional love. Choose love, and the actions of soul path wonders, no matter what. So it's turning the moon towards the sun and opening his eyes again. And also rotating the Merkaba to the internal position. Instead of pointing out, it's pointing internal again, towards the heart. And reconnecting the heart to the Merkaba. Mine was severed. And drawing an anchor light from the moon and the sun together now, coming all the way down into the core of the earth. And the moon will be anchored in facing the sun, and a bubble of protection around the moon and the sun, and this figure 8 flowing between, and God is filling it with light. And now, through those connections going down into the core, both the masculine and the moon and the sun energy are rising up into the crystalline grid, and that frequency is coming up out of the earth and calling twin flames home. This should have been done a long time ago. Over the mountains and over rivers. No matter the weather that be. Nothing can surprise and rip apart the twin flames anymore. All power of the matrix undone. The path has been cleared for all to unite and come home, to shine through the light of the one. All interference has been undone. All interference to keep twin flames apart has been undone. The path is cleared home. And now the masculine is seeing the feminine again. All masculines are being affected, and all feminines are as well. The truth is now shown. Unearthing and exposing the truth of all. There is fire. There is fire under the feet of the masculine, cleansing and burning away the interference, and of the feminine, and of all of you. Anchoring your feet into the earth, pulling your feet down into the crystalline grid. This is part 1 of this scroll. It's calling twin flames home. Healing that was allowing the masculine to turn back to the feminine. And the moon is being called forth to protect the sun, to balance the sun, to illuminate the sun, to allow her to shine so bright and for all to see. And the Akashic records will be like on speakerphone for the masculine. He will only see his soul path. It is being lit up, like illuminated at this time. And forgiveness is flooding through the feminine and that of the masculine. This makes so much sense to me. I didn't see this. I was reflecting. So I had told her she shouldn't be a twin flame. It's actually what she was doing. Give about 2 days for the damage to fully heal and repair. And we are anchoring in the masculine and feminine contracts and cords into the crystalline grid. They are being called forth. So all contracts of masculines and feminines, either healed or unhealed, are being called forth by God at this time. Speaking through the moon and the sun. And then I see their paths just highlighted. There's nothing else. And now I'm clear to finish my course. Malachi is stepping forward and asking me to give time for healing of the heart and the Merkaba. I didn't even realize that was the case, and I didn't realize the masculine was turned away from the feminine. Spirit spoke of this, though, recently during a healing of that person, that the masculine was turned away from the sun, was not facing the sun. They were showing me what was coming. They were showing me what was happening. They were showing me. Twin flames are being called home, to align, to shine God's light and to help all of mankind, to ascend, to heal the karmic ties through choices of love and union. And it will help mankind in a very big way. It will also help the balance of the earth, which is needed at this time. This person literally thought they could bypass God and do it their way. But it was the shadow. It was the shadow blinding and binding and not wanting to give up the earth and control. Not wanting twin flames to unite. And this person didn't choose love. They didn't push past the resistance, and they allow negativity to form in their energy through God's light. And that's what happened. So sun from the core of the earth is now rising through the center line of all. And the moon is awakening again to all that was done immediately, like very fast, like, oh, I can see again. And they're healing the connection of the twin flames through the heart space, being called home. Some have more work to do than others, but they're being called home for that purpose. So even if some have united, they need to internally remove all that is not, if they haven't. It has to be internal union applied through removing what is not, light and love unconditional. The scroll will remain in my solar plexus until it's complete. There will be 3 parts of it in total. That was part 1, as well as healing and realigning the moon, and balancing the moon and the sun, and removing the dark energies that didn't belong anymore. We are getting closer to the gates of heaven, the new earth, the 13th gate, the 13th portal, rising, the great solar flash, the event, and 3 days of darkness. Keep healing and choosing love no matter what rises. Thank you for being here. I'm going to anchor all of our energy down into the earth and allow this healing to continue. It will take about 2 days to fully process for all. Leaving a bubble of healing light until that is complete, of protection and healing. Once the healing is completely processed, that bubble of protection will dissipate as needed. It is specific towards this healing. The bubbles from the crystalline grid will continue rising and cleansing our auric fields and helping to raise our vibration. Thank you for being here, everybody. I want you to start to take your focus now towards your feet. Taking a deep breath here. Start to feel your body and your surrounding energies and your physical presence. You can wiggle your toes and move your feet, which mine were kind of like, whoa. Draw your focus up your legs and into your body, through your arms, and move your hands. You can feel your hair. And bring your awareness to the forefront. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes for the completion of this healing journey today for twin flames mostly, but for everybody. This is not limitless for who you are. And you don't even know if you're twin flames sometimes. So this is encouraged for everybody to use. So much love to all of you. Until next time.